So you're still on campus, right?
Yeah, still at UHV.
Yeah. Is it
But
weird
uh,
being?
a little bit. So I'm used to being there not being too many people. I think most of the people that stayed are people kind of familiar either with living with themselves or they want some type of independence. There's not, like I said, not too many students stayed. I would say about 100 to 200.
Mhm.
And then those are people that are still on campus, and a lot of them I'm not seeing a lot of people out and about. It's my last semester of grad school. Summer will be my last term, but so I'm kind of used to it for the most part.
Do you feel like the university is, doing enough to help keep the students safe?
Oh yeah, for sure. From a resident life standpoint, and also from like an administrative standpoint, I think they've done tremendously. They've exceeded my expectations, in my opinion. I didn't. I knew some people that really wanted it to keep operating in normal fashion, but when you see like all the other universities, like changing and modifying their schedules and modifying, their interactions with professors and students, it makes sense. So a lot of it's just, it's just them strategically putting things in place for students to still get their education.
But what does social distancing look like on a college campus? Where traditionally you're encouraged to be living on top of one another, but now is it really working in practice, or is it more of a working in theory type thing?
So I can't even imagine how big universities are because we're a small unit. We're working on getting to that point. But one thing that helped us as an institution is that we primarily did um, we were trying to become a destination university. That's the word getting thrown around a lot. So essentially, we do more online classes as of now, and that's what we were trying to get away from. But knowing that we're familiar with that lifestyle already, like the online lifestyle, it kind of gave us the upper hand in
Mm.
this pandemic. So like a lot of things, but when it comes to students' interaction with students, doing things they're not supposed to do or like social distancing, a lot of students they don't. We seen some students the other day playing basketball. We had to tell them to stop.
What has been the most challenging aspect for you as a student during this pandemic?
I think just balancing. I get really distracted. I need other things like to work out to like prevent distractions, or I need like other people. It's weird. It's like a paradox. Like more interactions prevent me from being distracted in a way. But I threw my phone actually on the couch because I not like to try to break it, but I threw it on the couch. I was like, look, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna leave it alone. And like it's kind of have forcing me to really look inside myself. And also I'm doing like a lot of self-reflection, like reflecting on like my things I need to work on. Like I'm noticing how like I'm noticing my thoughts like while I'm going through like social media about certain posts. I'm like, wow, like um I think about this, about that. It's just a
Mhm.
time for self-reflection and being more conscientious.
But I feel that sometimes the thing is, since I'm still working from home, I need to keep my phone next to me in case,
Exactly.
someone from the office is calling. But then, if I get like a notification from Twitter, and then before you know it, I've gone down this rabbit hole about, the 5G conspiracy.
Yeah, and then like
You know?
and then you're really worried and like, does 5G really do this? But then like the logic in you is like, no, like this is impossible. I'm just hoping that we can look at things strategically and in the future just be able to better combat this. I'm hoping that we get grounded. Hoping people get closer to Christ in a way too as well. I hope that during this time they realize that no nothing's guaranteed. Life isn't guaranteed. You don't know what's going to happen. So living with love and living with God in your heart, I think is the most important things to take away.
Absolutely. I've said this pretty much to everyone I've talked to, which is that I think it is no coincidence, the timing of all of this, the magnitude of all of this. And I felt like God shared with me that He's asking the world to heal
Mhm.
in every sense of the word. So our mind, our body, our spirit, our soul, our planet, our environment, our relationships, like heal,
Yeah.
because God wants us to be whole, and I feel like and now that He's taken away all these things that used to be our idols, going out, drinking, partying, the gym, even
Yeah.
sports,
It's connected.
um, even going to work,
Yeah.
you
It took
know, and
every aspect of your life. Like it
yeah,
infiltrated that. And it's surprising to me. One of my supervisor, my internship supervisor, told me, um, he said, when you heal, the problem with people when they heal, they always try to do something in the midst of their healing. So like they always like, for example, people who don't heal correctly. Let me correct myself there, because it's like more of when people drink, for example, whenever they lose a loved one, they're not letting themselves heal the natural way. So I definitely agree with what you said when you said like He wants us to heal in every aspect, mentally, physically, emotionally.
one last question. In like a sentence or two, what positive or encouraging message do you want to share with the community?
Try to get closer to God. Try to find yourself. Try to learn to love yourself. Find peace within yourself. If you have a family, learn how to develop that relationship with them, and establish goals. Establish what y'all want as a family together, and try to move forward from there.